The FAA's new drone rules, an autonomous deep-sea explorer, Sony enters the drone market, more Chinese blacklisting, and other news on today's edition of the Drone Economy. The FAA released its new operation of unmanned aircraft systems over people requirements. According to the FAA's release, the rule is the next incremental step towards further integration of unmanned aircraft in the national airspace system. The final rule allows routine operations over people and routine operations at night under certain circumstances. The rule will eliminate the need for typical operations to receive individual Part 107 certifications of waivers from the FAA. The rule goes into effect this March, which is 60 days after the initial release. In June of 2016, the FAA published remote pilot certification and operation rules for civil smart unmanned aircraft weighing less than 55 pounds. Those rules did not permit small unmanned aircraft operations at night or over people without a waiver. The rule amends Part 107 by permitting routine operations of small unmanned aircraft over people, moving vehicles, and at night under certain conditions. It also changes the recurring training framework, expands the list of persons who may request the presentation of a remote pilot certificate, and makes other minor changes. The Saildrone Surveyor, an autonomous research vessel, has launched near San Francisco. Although the 72-foot-long vessel looks like a massive surfboard with a red sail on top, it is actually designed to spend months in the ocean mapping the seafloor with strong sonar devices and will also be identifying fish via the genetic material. The carbon fiber composite and stainless steel hulled vessel will be self-navigating, following a pre-programmed route. Data will be transmitted back to the Saildrone headquarters via satellite link and be accessible to government and academic scientists studying the ocean. The eventual goal is to replace existing oceanographic research ships that are far more expensive to operate and leave a substantial carbon footprint. Our goal is to understand our planet, says Richard Jenkins, founder and CEO of Saildrone. He noted that there are many reasons why you need seafloor information, from knowing where to place telecommunications and transoceanic cables, to safety of navigation, to looking for submerged seismic faults that cause tsunamis and proper placement of wind farms. After completing sea trials during the next few weeks, the Surveyor's first mission will be to sail from San Francisco to Hawaii. The Surveyor's multi-beam sonars can reach 23,000 feet deep, which would cover the depth of most of the world's oceans. There's also a device called the Acoustic Doppler Current Profiler that can detect the speed and direction of water currents down to 3,000 feet. More than 90% of the heat trapped by carbon emissions is absorbed by the oceans. Saildrone Surveyor will be collecting current and temperature data with its onboard sensors. Sony made a surprise announcement at this year's CES with a preview of their Airpeak drone. The Sony Airpeak drone will target professional photography and video production and is expected to be capable of carrying a company's alpha mirrorless cameras. Sony says the Airpeak will be capable of dynamic filming and precise, stable flight, and aims to contribute to the world of entertainment while also pursuing new possibilities for creative expression. The information released at CES was not in-depth. Details such as pricing, launch date, flight time, and soft integration have not been announced. In a 2-minute video that demonstrates the drone in action, the Airpeak was shown with retractable landing gear, which is useful for making sure that it doesn't accidentally appear in your video or camera shot. Sony is launching at the opportune time, since this preview comes just weeks after the US instituted trade restrictions on DJI drones. On Thursday, drone maker Xiaomi was added to the United States military blacklist. This means that American investors must divest their investment holdings of the blacklisted firm by November 11th, 2021. This development comes after the announcement late last year that DJI was added to the entity list by the U.S. Commerce Department. The addition to the military blacklist only affects investors, and it does not prevent other companies to export the drones, as is the case with DJI. Now that a new administration is coming into power, we will see if these restrictions are upheld as their trade program develops. The rumor mill is reporting that Chinese drone maker DJI is working on self-driving capabilities with Voyage LiDAR technology. Job posts on their website and other sources indicate that they are apparently hiring engineers for auto electronics, autonomous driving, and in-car software. Reuters reports that 3 people said DJI plans to sell driver-assisted technology such as LiDAR sensors, a key component in self-driving cars, and packaged solutions for autonomous driving functions. DJI has been working on LiDAR technology for years and introduced its LiveVox business division roughly 12 months ago. The LiveVox technology is expected to be used on electric vehicles from Chinese car manufacturer Xpeng Inc. AeroVironment has agreed to acquire Arcturus for $405 million. This deal will expand AeroVironment's UAS portfolio into larger products and position it in more lucrative programs. Arcturus develops and produces Group 2 systems with a maximum takeoff weight between 25 and 55 pounds, and also Group 3 systems with a takeoff weight of less than 1,320 pounds. This complements AeroVironment's current lineup of smaller Group 1 UASs. AeroVironment's president and CEO, Wahid Nawabi, said that Group 2 and 3 UASs and services represent more than $1 billion in annual contract value. Commercial drone provider American Robotics has become the first company approved by the FAA to operate autonomous drones without human operators on site. It can now deploy its Scout drone system with acoustic detect and avoid technology that enables drones to maintain a safe distance from other aircraft. Each Scout drone lives within the weatherproof base station, which enables autonomous charging, data processing, and analysis. Once installed, the Scout can operate for years without human interference. CEO and co-founder Reese Moser noted that with these approvals, American Robotics is ushering in a new era of widespread automated drone operations and will help unlock the projected $100 billion commercial drone market. Autonomous beyond visual line-of-sight operations are particularly important to opening the commercial sectors in the drone economy, including the agriculture and industrial verticals. Key to these operations is the use and FAA acceptance of new and innovative safety technologies, such as detect and avoid sensors and software-enabled automation. American Robotics' groundbreaking and exciting FAA approval is an important and significant step forward in the commercial drone community as a whole. And finally, here's our entertaining drone shot of the day. Enjoy the view. Until next time, this is Mark with the Drone Economy.